Hi, Dolphins. This video will help you get started with the Handshake mobile app. First, what is Handshake? Handshake is our job and internship search tool here at CI. In addition to searching for jobs and internships, you can also schedule appointments with career counseling professionals here at CI, attend career-related workshops and events, and set up your profile for employers and fellow students to view. Handshake provides opportunities both on and off campus.
Once the Handshake mobile app is downloaded, open the app. The app will prompt you to search for a school. Type in California State University, Channel Islands. Once you select California State University, Channel Islands, you will be prompted to sign in through your school login or school email address. You can choose either one to get started. For this example, I am going to choose email address, but you can use either one. Please note that you will need to follow the prompts for Duo as well. I will now enter my school email address. Entering your school email address will allow you to connect your Handshake account with CSU Channel Islands. Once you have entered your school email address, press Continue. You will then be prompted to check your email address for a temporary passcode. Check your email and enter the passcode to continue.
Once you enter your temporary passcode, you will then land on a welcome landing screen. You'll then press Get Started to set up your profile. Please note that you will need to complete the following steps mentioned on the screen if you have never logged into Handshake or set up your profile before. First, there will be prompts that you follow to set up your profile and account on Handshake. The first thing you will need to input is your first and last name. Once you do this, you can press Next. If you need to go back at any time, use the back arrow in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Next, you will need to enter the degree you are pursuing. For example, your bachelor's degree, and then your major. Please note that you can use the search feature to find your major, as these majors are not just specific to CSUCI students. If you have more than one major, you can select the button Add Another Major. Once you have completed the required fields, you can press Next. The next screen will prompt you to provide your anticipated or estimated month and year of graduation. Use the scrolling options to select the month and year. If you do not know, you can estimate for now and change it later in your settings. Once you have completed this step, press Next. The next screen will prompt you to provide your phone number. Once you complete this step, press Next. You will also need to fill out your different profile sections on your Handshake profile. I will mention that this is much easier to do once you have completed a resume, so that you can more easily fill in the various sections.
Please note that if you have never set up a Handshake profile before, there may be steps you need to follow, including putting in some of your career interests, positions you have held in the past, and more. Please note that this can be adjusted later in your profile if you miss an initial step. You will then be on the landing page of the Handshake mobile app. There are several things that you can do from the screen. One of these is to finish setting up your profile. To do this, go to the bottom right and press Account, and then underneath your name, select View Profile. We recommend adding your work, volunteer, internship, and educational experiences to your profile, as employers will be more likely to reach out to students with a completed profile. You can do this by scrolling down and pressing Edit or Add next to work experience and organizations. If you need assistance filling in parts of your Handshake profile, the easiest way to do this is by starting with a completed resume. There are an abundance of resources on the Career Development and Alumni Engagement website that can help you with this. You can simply type in Resume Resources under Search CI, and you will come across this page. You can scroll down, watch a video about how to create a resume, as well as use a template or format that includes chronological resume templates, resume samples, and resume samples by major. There are also other items that you can do on your Handshake mobile app. One of these is to go to the bottom and press Events. Under Events, you will see items presented by the Career Development and Alumni Engagement team, as well as events presented by other outside companies. You can register for these events and bookmark them on this page. On the Handshake mobile app, you can also search for jobs. To search for jobs, go to the bottom middle of the Handshake mobile app and press Jobs. You can then use the filters to search for types of roles and different opportunities that you might be looking for. You can filter by type of role, location, on-site or remote, full-time, part-time, internship, and on-campus. You can also use the bookmark feature to bookmark any jobs you might be interested in applying for later. There are other ways to engage with the Career Development and Alumni Engagement Center here at CSU Channel Islands. One way to do this is to schedule an appointment with a career counselor. To do this, you can go to Account, go to Career Center, and then press Appointments. Once you press Schedule a new appointment, you can select Career Center Appointments and select the type of appointment that you would like. There are also other things that you can do on the Handshake mobile app. Some of these are looking at your saved jobs, your job applications, your job preferences, where you can filter so that more relevant experiences will come up. You can check into events using a QR code, and of course, adjust your account settings. If you are connecting with employers via the message feature, you can also use the inbox on your Handshake mobile app to search for conversations. You can also start a new message by pressing in the top right-hand corner. Once again, your homepage will be curated to your interests that you have done when you initially set up your profile. Thank you for watching and learning more about the Handshake mobile app. Below are additional resources to assist you with the Handshake mobile app if you need them. These include how to log into Handshake Mobile and more about Handshake Mobile for iOS and Android. Thank you and have a wonderful day from the Career Development and Alumni Engagement Center.